Yesterday, the tip 31 was encourage healthy eating, but trust your child's food preferences. And today, number 32 is allow your child to cry. We're in the chapter on 3 to 6 year olds. Allow your child to cry. And if you've been following along, I think it was tip number 15 was never leave your baby to cry alone. So there's this kind of theme around crying. Back in 15, it was allowing them to cry with you, staying present to their crying, staying present spatially, and also that they feel your support while they're going through the discomfort, the extreme discomfort, whatever it was, whatever they're working through, that you're there with them. And now today, saying allow your child to cry, because now your child, we're tracking with the age in the book, your child is 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. And if we have great intentions, but if we're like, oh, sweetie, don't cry. Maybe that's how our mom was, or maybe that's how, in the book she says, maybe your grandmother, gave you that like hush, hush, very gentle, very sweet, all the best intentions, but it is still acting to give the message that the crying is somehow misplaced. The crying needs to be overcome. The crying needs to be short-circuited so we can get to something else and moved away, pushed away. And what we want to do, and what Aletha is saying, and 100%, I am right here, like this is so true. We want to allow the full range of emotion. We want to allow the expression of emotion. It doesn't mean that any behavior is okay, but allow the expression of the feeling. Kids, and just like us, right, are generally more relaxed after a cry. Whatever it was that they were moving through, whether they skinned their knee, whether their friend was mean to them, whether it's raining and they wanted to go out and play, whatever it is, when we come to them with the hush hush, or just swinging the pendulum all the way the other way, like, don't you cry, I'll give you something to cry about. Did you notice how those words just, came right out of my mouth? I have, years and years and years ago, I'm sure I said them. So kids are not spoiled if they're crying. They're not, behind on their maturity if they're crying. They're not trying to manipulate you if they're crying. Especially in this age group, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. They are not developmentally able to be there where we think that they might be, where we're saying these kinds of things and where we're sending these kind of messages. So that can be a relief, right? That can be a relief to hear from a child development perspective. So take that in. And I think it's important, and this week I delivered 2 out of the 3 days of a master class already called The Path of Ease. And what we were doing in that class was looking also at ways that we can be there for ourselves as parents. And so allow your child to cry. You can also look at allow yourself your full range of emotions.